Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And he gets the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's James. And the shot is good.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Lets the three fly, drills the three-pointer. 6 points for him.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
The three-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the three off target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Papagiannis. Brown outside. Cans it from downtown.
You know, a guy with that size from the downtown three-point area, no chance for a defender to alter that shot.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. James has gone 2 of 3 from the field. James defending. Shoots. Hands the shot with nobody near him.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Papagiannis kicks to Calathes. Pass to Papagiannis. There's the steal. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Korkmaz. The screen from Brown. Launches a three. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to De Silva. Off target with his three. James, the pass to Brown. For three. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Brown's got 6 points. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Rebounded by Papagiannis. 1:31 left in the first. Calathes gets the bucket. Calathes has got his second bucket tonight.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
James dishes to Calathes. Brown outside. The tray. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
So it's the visitors now. They trail by 1.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Korkmaz misses the three. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. And he's good on the three ball. He's got 14.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to Calathes. They set the pick. Here's Papagiannis to end the run. A three-pointer is right on target.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Hands it from downtown.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Brown inside. He has 6. To the middle and taken away by Brown. Here's Korkmaz. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Great awareness.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Up 1. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Diallo out there with Corniche. And it's Moniunas in at the 5, down low. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. To Corniche. Here's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer, and Napier pulls it down.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And that one is good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the dude.
And the first one drops.
0. 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Diallo gets to Moniunas. Moniunas sets a screen for Diallo. Off target from outside.
Whoa, a solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Takes it inside. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Booker outside. Giffey. Back to Booker. Now Napier. Shot clock at 6. Looking for Moniunas. He gets it there.
Miscue there. Hadn't had many of those so far, which is a big reason they're ahead.
Diallo, no good. Diallo's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Count that one.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's a Kobo. Sinks the triple.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Beyond the arc. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. There's to Diallo. The 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Diallo's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Lets it go with the 3. Here's Napier. Off off the mark from 16 feet out.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Giffey, he's guarded by Diallo. Count it. He has 5.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And he banks in the layup. Diallo's got 7.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pass to Matajunas.
The ball goes to the away team. Substitution on the court.
35 seconds left here in the second. James covering. And the 3 ball is good.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Korkmaz kicks to James. 3-pointer. That shot no good. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here he goes. And the dunk by James.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Up 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Well, I think for the home team, they've got to put together a good stretch. They got to make a jump in the rankings. They seem to be peaking at the. I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting that defense on its heels.
Yeah, you love their tempo. When they play fast, they can put.
And that's all for us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. They've got Korkmaz. He's out there with Brown. And it's James in at the 2 guard. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Edwards. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
James defending. Pass to De Silva. No good from outside.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
The kick out to Brown for the lead. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists in the game.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
And here's Brown outside. Offensive rebound. The putback. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Here's De Silva. Nailed from 3-point land.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visitors. They lead by 1. Korkmaz passes to Papagiannis. Puts up a 3. And that one's good. Korkmaz has got 6 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Pass to Papagiannis. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And he slams it one-handed. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Away team foul. Lucic. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Really poor pass there, guys, and the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
De Silva with the bucket.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
James kicks to Papagiannis. It's stolen by Edwards. Lucic hits it from three-point range.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Here's Brown. Got a piece of it. Here's the break. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Drills it from outside.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
And so here's the home team. It's a 10-point game. Here's Calathes, and the layup is good. Calathes has got 6.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Here's Edwards, and it's in there.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Here's James. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 8.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
James defending. Pass to De Silva.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Here's Papagiannis. Oh, the power on that prudence. And a big-time jam right there.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Fader on the way. They get it back. Out to Edwards. From deep. To the wing on the left. This one for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Leading by 9. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Substitution on the court.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Cornish is out there with Diallo. And it's Monteunas in at center. Good on the triple.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And that one, good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Montejunas. Diallo with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Booker looking around. They get it back. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Diallo.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Out to the wing. Giffey traps in the tray.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and hitting them up.
Pass to Papagiannis. It's tipped and stolen by Booker. From down in the low post, it goes. Booker's got his first basket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. The three, and he's good on the three ball.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
It's stolen by Edwards. They set the pick. Out to the right wing. Trains the three-pointer.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Fires away from way outside. It's hauled in by Brown.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
To the inside and taken away by Brown. Whoops, they pick off the pass. James against Edwards. 1:31 left in the fourth. Over James. Edwards' shot is good.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Snatched up. Brown kicks to Diallo. Will it go? It's deflected. Giffey, James covering. The three-pointer, no good. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play. And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
From the wing. Rebounded by Papagiannis. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Fires the three. Unable to get that one. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Fires from way out. Down it goes!
Wow.
Down it goes!
There is answer!
Nice.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, an enemy.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And there's the drive. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And the first one at the line is good. It's both from the stripe.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
There's the three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
There's a screen by Metu. Here's Parker. Off target from outside. Outside, Brown. Pass to James. Here's the three. Kept alive. And it's James with the jam.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MOB, physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Here's Korkmaz. Parker defending. Korkmaz, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Vesely. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
Away team foul. Parker. First personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. To the left wing. Launches the three. He buries it from 3. He has 6.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Now, here is James. Here's Kalathis. Buries it from 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Check by James. And the shot goes down. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Going inside, and slam dunk by James.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. They set the pick. Shot is up. Over to the left wing. Here's Metu. Knocks down the long J.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon. And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Satoransky outside. Pass to Metu. Check by James. 4-3. And the shot goes. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now Brown. That three's off the mark. Parker outside. And the 3 off target.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
James outside. Three-pointer. And Parker pulls it down. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
There's a screen by Metu. From downtown, the shot won't fall. For three, James. He drops it from range. James has got 7 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Gets the three to fall.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Here's Korkmaz. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. He has 6.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
Brown with a screen. The three is up. Pure from three-point range.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And after just one... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
That one drops for them.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Here's Akobo. Out left to the wing. Here's Mata-Yunus. No good on the triple. Outside, Anderson goes up from the top of the key. Here's Fall. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Diallo outside. Pass to Corneli. Back to Diallo. 6 to shoot. They set the screen. Three-pointer off the mark. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Anderson with a screen on Diallo. Now Anderson fires from deep. Drops in the three.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Here's Mata-Yunus. And no good. The dry spell continues. Here's Anderson. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
And it's in there.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
And he makes it on the layup.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Akobo. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Fall.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Anderson with a screen. Fires the three. Goes back up. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. For 3, Diallo gets the 3 ball to go. Diallo's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Count it.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Here's Akobo. No points yet. Corneli, that's good. We've got 1:48 left to play in the second quarter. Anderson for 3. They get the rebound, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Diallo. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
Oh, it's been so much fun to watch him on the offensive end recently. He's really his team's engine on that end of the floor, sparking plays and helping them find open shots and big points.
Pure from three-point range. Anderson's got 8 here in this quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Here's Mata-Yunus from deep three-point land. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2. A minute 6 left in the second quarter. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. This one for 3. And he misses again, now 0 for 3.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Takes the 3. Anderson can't get it to go.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Diallo outside. There's a screen. Here's the 3. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Anderson with a screen. Takes a 3. That shot off the mark. Diallo outside. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
That one gets going at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Either team could come away with the W and win this one.
All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the visiting team. And that is going to do.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. They're up by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now here's Satoransky. Tight defense on him. Off target at the rim. Here's James. And slams dunked by James.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Fades back. Nails it from 3. 15 points in the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And here's Brown for 3. Satoransky pulls it in. Here's Vesely. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Check by James. Soft touch off the glass. And that ties it up.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Here's Kalathis, covered by Satoransky. Here's Kalathis. And miss after miss right now.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
There's a screen. Pass to Brown. Here's Kalathis. Over to the wing. There's the 3. And the three-pointer goes. Here's Satoransky. Check by James. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Well, we got a close game here in Los Angeles. Here's Korkmaz. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Check by James. Kicks it out to Parker. Three-pointer. On target from range. Parker's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And here's Brown for three. The shot's good on the assist by James.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Parker left side. Back to Satoransky. Nails it from beyond the arc. Satoransky's got 5. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Good on both. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Check by James. Pass to Satoransky. Lets the three fly. Called in by Brown. James inside. He's got 11. The shot from the low post is good. 13 points in the game.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Back to Korkmaz. From outside the arc, drains the triple.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
There's the triple. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
No good on the quick three.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Here's Corneli. From behind the arc. And no good. And stolen by Diallo. Ball stolen. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Leading by 3. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Akobo gets the bucket.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for it.
Intercepted. From deep. Nope, 4 for 7 now. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, B.A., and there's a chance to extend that right here. Come on, B.A., he sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Ball passes to Anderson. The 3. He can't hit that time. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes it difficult to defend.
Let's go with a three. Buries it from three.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. To the wing on the left. Here's a Kobo. The shot, no good. Pass to Anderson. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And that misses. That would have put him up. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Puts up a three. Hits the three-pointer.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Check by James. Launches it. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Diallo. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Come on, B.A. Emphatic slam from a player who does it better than most.
Oh, defense optional when the freight train is coming.
Always in attack mode. We see him do this night after night.
Up top, Anderson from the arc. Knocks down the long J.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
For the away team.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Here's James. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
He's not going to let this game get away from them. He's going to get to the bucket and get them points.
Anderson gets the bucket.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And the defense has to know that taking away his three is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long with that shot. It makes no sense.
Brown's gone just 1 of 5 from the floor. A minute 31 left to play in the fourth. To take the lead. Here's Fall, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Korkmaz is checked in for James. For three, Diallo. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a lead.
At the line for two.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Huge free throws right there. He's able to put them on top with those makes.
Fires the three. Oh, he buries it from outside.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Check by James. No good there, off the double clutch. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Pass to Korkmaz. Kick out to Brown. Over Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Fires for 3. Misses the tray. Oh, got a piece of it. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
7 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And he commits the intentional foul. He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
And the visitors call time here. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a 3. Of course, the D will be guarding the line, but no one said it was going to be easy.
Five ticks left in the fourth. Misses. And so they get the victory here at home. That was an incredible night of hoops.
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Parker out there with Medu, and Sadaransky in at the point. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Edwards defending. Out left to the wing. A three ball. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. 5 points in the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Knocks down the three ball. Sadaransky's got 6.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
From downtown, buries the long-range jumper.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Stolen. There's the drive. Tries again, and it's good on the layup.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Parker. Inside. From the arc. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And that one, good.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Edwards got his second bucket of the night.
It's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. Down low, full. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Fires for 3. It's good from long range. 11 points in the game.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
There's the triple. Medu can't hit. Driving the lane, and the layup falls.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Sadaransky. 6 points for him. To the paint, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Pass to fall. Here's Medu. Power down with both hands.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
So they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
There will be a turnover. The ball goes to the away team.
There's 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. And here is Satoransky. 9 points in the game so far. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Up one. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
They've got Anderson, and it's Abrinas in at the small forward. Napier feeling it out a bit. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Provitola passes to Anderson. No good on the triple. Now here's Napier. It's hauled in by Laprovitola. Anderson outside. Over to the left wing. Pass to Laprovitola. Takes a three. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. Giffey. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Abrinas. Shoots the three. That shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Giffey goes back up. And Booker with the layup. Booker's got his first 2 points of the night.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
To the left wing. To halt the run. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Giffey. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Good on the three-point shot. 5 points in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And the dunk by Booker.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
A three from Anderson. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Launches it. Hits the three-point bomb.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Down low.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Pass to Napier. Three-pointer on the way. The shot, no good. Napier's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. No good with the triple. Pulls up on the wing. Bucket is good.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Abrinas. And a miss there on the triple. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. Launches a three. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. Here's the three. Offensive rebound. Off with the layup.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Here's Laprovitola. 5 points in the game.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
He gets it up. The shot off that time. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Up 19. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
They won't see home sweet home for a while, but sometimes the road creates solidarity for the guys, team unity.
Especially.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half. A commanding performance for the home team. And that'll do it for
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so here's the home team. Fires from way outside. Does not score for only the second time in 7 shots this game. Falls out there with Medu. Then there's Parker. And it's Satoransky into the 1 spot.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him. Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Good. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Pass to Edwards. And he uses the glass on the layup. Edwards got 7.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Drills the three-pointer.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Three-pointer. Satoransky grabs the miss.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Lucic. Offline with his 3.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
The lead now cut to single digits. Parker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
From 11 feet away, Edwards can't hit.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
And the basket is good. Parker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow. What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Buries it from three-point range.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Satoransky's got nearly everything to drop for him, shooting 5 of 6 from the field. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 18.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
From deep. Launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Edwards, good. 1:51 left in the third quarter of the game. Parker outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First one falls for him.
Cody at the line for two.
He hits both from the stripe.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And it's good, 2 points. He's got 20.
Now that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
So the wing on the left, wide open look. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor, 7 for 7.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Lucic, covered by Parker.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Edwards. Takes the three. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
He's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Connects from three-point range.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Edwards on the wing. Fires the three. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
And here's the fast break.
Kick it out, man. Kick it out.
He got it up. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading by 10. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. They've got Anderson. And it's Abrinas in at the 3 spot. Shots good by Lapro Vitola.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Abrinas misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen by Vesely. Here's Abrinas. Here's Lapro Vitola. Napier covering. The shot's good from Lapro Vitola.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
To the inside. Pass to Vesely. Anderson outside. And it's Vesely missing.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Now Anderson. Pass to Laprovitola. Clock at 4 to the middle. Here's Vesely, and Vesely slams it in.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive. Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
To the wing right side. Lets it go. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
The layup off target. Vesely's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Pass to Abrinas. Goes up from the top of the key. Anderson outside. Inside. Got a piece of it. Just 5 to shoot. From outside, off the mark.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
1:04 left here in the fourth quarter. Buries it from three-point range.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Latre. That's off. His 4th miss in 13 attempts. Fades. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Whoa, the solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Off target with his 3. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. From deep three-point territory. The rebound by Anderson. And so they get the victory here at home. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Good. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Korkmaz. It's Brown on the wing. They set a pick. Pass to Korkmaz. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's Kalathis. Knocks down the triple.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
The ball's knocked loose. And here's the fast break. Off with the layup.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
No good with a layup. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Brown. Sinks that one from the post.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. Jacks up a three. Sinks the tray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Sinks it from distance.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
3 points.
James has got 3 assists tonight. Here's the pick. Pass to De Silva. The 3 is up. Connects from downtown.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
That one goes. Count it. James has got his second basket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And the basket is good. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
You know, so far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Korkmaz passes to Brown. Back to Korkmaz. Just 5 to shoot. Edwards pulls it in. For 3. He drops it from range. He's got 5.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Korkmaz on the wing. He's got 5. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
The 3 ball. Korkmaz pulls it in. James with the ball. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. They lead by 7. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Well-designed inbounds play. It's an art.
Here's Akobo. Here's Motayunas. To the left side wing. Pass to Diallo. The 3. And Booker pulls it down. To the left wing. Counted from distance.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Home team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Matajunas. Here's Akobo. There's the steal. And here comes the break. Covered by Diallo. Back to Napier. Clock at 6. Now here's Diallo. He's guarded closely. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
At the line for 2.
And Diallo drops them both. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Bearing his second of 3 attempts. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound. Can't get it to drop. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
Second team foul.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. No good with the triple. Here's Akobo. No made baskets yet. The layup off target.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Napier, no good. A tight game here in Utah. Here's Akobo, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. Rob. And they're running. For 3, Diallo. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And he banks in the layup.
He's got a knack for finishing inside. That's easy money.
A minute 15 left to play in the first half. Corneli. It doesn't go for him. Booker with the defensive effort. With the fadeaway. The rebound by Diallo. Tipped. On Thursday, and then on Sunday.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. He seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
And he comes up with a bucket. Give him 8 points now.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
With the drive, the basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
55 seconds left in the second.
Away team ball.
There's a screen. Here's Matajunas. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. And Booker pulls it down.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
And that one is hammered home.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Oh, he misses the dunk.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, the for sure two. No need to make it fancy and special.
Here's a Kobo. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They're up by 2, and we'll return shortly.
Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man, it's a hot dog.
They've been playing very unselfish. I'm telling you, these guys are feeding off the ball movement, and as a basketball fan, it's wonderful to watch.
Thanks for tuning in.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Edwards against James, and it's good. 2 points. Edwards has got his second basket.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Kalathis. Pass to Brown. And the 3 off target. Here's Edwards. James with the rebound.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took. You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Pass to De Silva. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. First one falls for him.
At the line for the away team, Papagiannis.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Edwards. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to De Silva. Just 4 to shoot. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 11.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
James with the ball, guarded by Edwards. Out to the wing.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here he goes. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Edwards has got 6.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Pass to Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Deflects the pass. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter here. And the shot's good.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Pass to James. For 3. He's off on that one. Here's De Silva, defended by Brown. Beyond the arc. That won't go. 5 for 10 from the floor. Here's Calathis. James outside. And it's James with the jam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Brown passes to Korkmaz. Back to Brown. No good with a layup. And they're on the run. Here's Edwards. Good on the shot. Edwards has got 6 points in the quarter. Edwards has gone 80% from the field. 4 of 5 shooting. Here's Calathis. Outside, Brown. Launches it. No good on the shot. The pull-up. And he knocks the jumper down. 15 points in the game.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Here's James. The layup misses.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. They're up by... We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. They've got James, and it's a Kobo in a 2-guard. James attacking, and slam dunk by James.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, B.A., and there's a chance to extend that right here.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Over to the left wing. He buries it from 3.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Here's Corneli. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Into the lineup for your home team, number 13.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Fires in the triple.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
The 3, Diallo. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Takes the 3. That shot missing. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Home team foul. 0. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's James. Hits the trifecta. James has got 11 in the second half.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Away team foul.
Korkmaz is checked in for James.
Foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team. Number 10.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
And here's Diallo.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra. Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
They set the screen. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
4-3. They get it again. Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. He's got 21.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Checking in for the away team.
And stolen by Diallo. A minute 15 left to play in the 4th. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Pass to Brown.
Home team foul. Number 13. First personal foul. Second team foul. Coming on the floor for the away team. Number 55.
56 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great activity level on the boards. Impressive. Wow.
A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done.
And there's James from the arc. Money! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws. And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
And the visitors call time here. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Check by James. To the wing, right side. Offensive board, Booker. And so they get the victory here at home. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or the...
It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Korkmaz. He's out there with Brown. And it's Papagiannis in at the center, filling out the middle.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Satoransky. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Parker. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Calathes. Hernan Gomez covering. Calathes passes to James. Pass to Brown. Over Parker. And it's Brown missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now here's James. For 3. That shot off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Medu. To the inside. Ooh, the double clutch. And the layup is up and in.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Here's Calathes. Satoransky covering. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
That free throw missing.
Calathes at the line for 2.
And he's good on the second. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Kept alive. Pass to Medu. A 3-ball. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Calathes gets the bucket.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Brown the pass to Korkmaz. And that one is stuffed right through.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Outside, James. Brown outside. Kicks it out to James. Good. Great play by Calathes to set it up.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Puts up a 3. Traps in the tray. He's got 7. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Outside, James. Misses the 3. James defending. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. There's Brown with the 3, and the 3-ball is good. Brown's got 6.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a 3-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Parker got it. Good job in the low post.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Here's Calathes. Satoransky covering. No problem knocking that one down. Calathes has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Satoransky. Still without a basket. To the paint. It's stolen. Here's Korkmaz. Covered by Parker. Pass to Papagiannis. Takes a 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Now here's Parker. He has 5. Cranes the 3-pointer. James with it. Pass to Korkmaz. Good if it goes. No good on the last second attempt there. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Up by 1. We've got... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
They've got Anderson, and it's Fall in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Diallo out there with Corniche, and it's Montiunas in at the 5. Pass to Corniche. To the left side wing. Five on the clock. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Corniche has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. To the left wing, Anderson passes to Laprovitola. Shoots the 3. Anderson's shot is off. To the middle, here's Corniche, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Akobo, the pass to Corniche. Here's Akobo. Pass to Corniche. Lets it go with a three. Abrinas with a rebound. And stolen by Diallo. Here's Monty Eunice on the jam by Monty Eunice.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here's Provitola. Takes it off the glass. Provitola's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Monty Eunice passes to Akobo. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Provitola. Off target from three-point range.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
There's a screen by Monty Eunice. Akobo, that's good.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Anderson right side. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Provitola passes to Anderson. Here's Fall to stop the run, and he's good on the three ball.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
A tight game here in Cleveland. 1:22 left in the first half. Nailed from three-point land. Akobo's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now, and even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Here's Abrinas. Sinks the triple.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
41 seconds left in the first half. Pocket 6. Drives to the hoop. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Out to the right wing. Anderson outside. There's the three. Monty Eunice grabs the miss.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Back to Diallo. For the three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Well, that's a gut punch to hit the half. Just demoralizing.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Up 9. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the... Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the visiting team. And that about wraps.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Hernan Gomez out there with Parker. And it's Satoransky in at the 1 spot. That 3 off the mark. And here is James. They've got James. Korkmaz is out there with Brown. And it's Papagiannis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Brown outside. Satoransky grabs the miss. Brown's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. The 3 hits it from three-point range. Satoransky's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. James kicks to Brown. There's Korkmaz, covered by Parker. Korkmaz passes to Papagiannis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Parker, right side. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Brown. Pass to Papagiannis. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Galathis kicks to Korkmaz. There's the triple. He can't hit that time.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Parker passes to Medu and he uses both hands to jam it in.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Hernan Gomez with a screen on James. Satoransky's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Here's Korkmaz. Satoransky covering. Brown wide open. He fires. Drills it from outside. Brown's got his third basket of the night right there.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Right wing. Parker outside. Drops it in from 11 feet. Parker's got 10 points in the game. So it's the visitors now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And finished off by Brown.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. And it's Parker in the corner. 6 to shoot. A fader. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to James. Brown outside. Over Hernan Gomez. Brown, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And the foul called on Korkmaz. That's his first foul. James against Satoransky. Driving to the basket. And the 3 off target.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Papagiannis. From deep three-point territory. And it goes out of bounds following the shot.
Substitution on the court.
Papagiannis has gone 1 of 4 so far. Going inside. Provitola, and the layup's good off the glass. Provitola's got 7 points.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
James looking it over. Jacks up a three. Trains it from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Abrinas. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Outside, James. That will count. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with 3/4 behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Fall, and it's Anderson in at the 4-man position.
Well, that's basically a warm-up three for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Akobo, the pass to Montejunas. Here's Akobo. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Corniche from downtown. It's hauled in by Laprovitola.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
No good on the three. It's deflected. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Fires the three, and it's Akobo missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
To the right side. Back to Abrinas. His three-pointer's off the mark. Abrinas has gone 2 for 5 tonight. Here's Akobo, defended by Anderson. The 19-foot shot. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Fires from deep. Not going to go that time. Anderson's gone 2 for 7 from the field. Here's Akobo. It's good from long range.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And they've got time, Greg, to chip away at this lead.
Yeah, still lots of time, but they have to play smart if they want to erase this deficit. Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Pass to Anderson. Lets the three fly. Montejunas grabs the miss. Anderson's gone just 25% from the arc. 2 of 8.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Akobo. Puts up a deep 3. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Akobo. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 1:40 left to play in the final quarter. James outside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Corniche. And it's off from three-point range. Corniche has gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. Here's Abrinas. Drills the three-pointer. Abrinas has got 9 points here in the second half.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
Here's Corniche. Diallo. In the corner, it's James. Knocks down the three ball. Oh, and he quieted down the crowd with that shot. Big, big play.
And that was a punch in the gut to those fans.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Fires from way outside. They get it again. Pass to Okobo. Puts up a deep three. That one misses. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Aprovitola, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
James with a deep three. Good! Oh, what a shot!
Oh, my gosh. He made that?
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead.
Thursday night, the best night of the week for NBA basketball. Hi there, everybody, and thanks for being with us on 2K Sports. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. To the wing on the left. And he dunks it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The three ball gets the three to fall.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
There's the triple. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Satoransky outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
He was all alone on that one. He's got 9.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Shot to stop the run, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
It's Edwards on the wing, covered by Satoransky. They grab their own miss. Second shot opportunity. Satoransky pulls it in. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Soft touch off the glass. Parker outside. Three-pointer. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. It's Edwards on the wing. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Fall. Here's Parker. No good from outside.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Satoransky with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And the latest power rankings. We're still in December, but we are starting to see things take shape in the NBA. They slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they can't seem to find their groove and move up the rankings. They flirted with some options, but so far, they keep getting the same results.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
The visitors with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Right wing. Over to the wing. Jacks up a 3. Fires in the triple. 5 points in the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Parker outside. Shot's good by Satoransky.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
Here's Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Satoransky outside. Launches a 3. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Edwards, that's good.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Puts up a deep 3. That one doesn't drop. They push it up 4 on 3. Oh, there's the alley. Hammers the lob through.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Oh, did he get it off in time? He did. How about that?
Are you serious? That was incredible.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Up 11. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
With their offense clicking on all cylinders, they own that first quarter.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Here's Grizli, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. The 3 is up. That one is off. Booker defending. Here's Grizli. Driving to the basket, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
It's Booker on the wing. Takes a 3. No luck on that one. Anderson for 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Two shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. He's guarded by Napier. The 3 knocks down the long J.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. He has 7. He's guarded by Napier. There's the 3. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Pass to Booker. Goes up on the wing. And here they come. Anderson for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Anderson's got 6 points in the quarter.
I just love the ball movement.
19-footer. Booker no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And Anderson gets the 3. Anderson's got 9.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And the bucket is good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Fires the 3. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And down it goes. 2 points. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. He's guarded by Napier. Now here's Anderson. He's got 12. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
They set a pick. There's the drive. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
It's just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. 14 points for him.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
Here's Vesely. Back to Anderson. From downtown. No good that time. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
They get it again. Misses the layup. This one for three. The shot that time not on target. Pass to Booker. Left side Napier. A deep three. And Booker hits from deep. It's stolen. And that concludes the first half. They lead by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hey guys, wins and losses, the only thing that matters in the NBA?
Wait, are they the only things that matter in the league?
And now guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the home team.
I've seen more stuff.
Thanks for tuning in.
Second half of basketball is upon us. And we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Here's Edwards. We've got Chimezie Metu. And it's Fall in at the center position. Lets the three fly. And Parker pulls it down. Edwards gone just one for... so far.
And breaks. Number 13. First personal foul. First team foul.
Banked it in off the glass.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Gets the three to fall. 15 points in the game.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Great open look there. Second half getting started. About a minute played. It's good.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Kicks it out to Parker. Releases. No good there. Parker's gone just 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Pulls it. A quick shot there. It's off target. Setting up in the half court where they've been somewhat ineffective.
And that's in part because this defense has been so solid.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Pass to Edwards. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Parker outside. Shot clock at 6. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. Get out of the way!
Flying high! Throwing it down!
Clear the way! Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Here's Fall, and that one is hammered home!
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Second chance shot. And here's Edwards outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Edwards got 7 points in the game. The fader. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Satoransky. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Here's the 3. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
He gets it in there. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Puts up a deep 3. Offensive rebound. Here's De Silva. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. De Silva's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, just late help on the defensive side. I mean, just another breakdown for them.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
It's hauled in by Fall.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Drops in the 3. He's got 16.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Edwards for 3. Stripped it away. Satoransky passes to Parker, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Parker.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
29 seconds left to play in the third. From the arc. No good. They've got a chance here to cut the deficit to within 10. From behind the arc. That shot is off.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Anderson for 3. Pure from three-point range. Anderson's got 17.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They're up by 10. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Napier. Inside. Here's Booker. And that one drops.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two. Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
From deep, Anderson pulls it down.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Lets it go from deep. And Booker pulls it down.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Let's go with a three. Nails it from three. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit. You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Got a piece of it. Here's the break. Here's Napier. And that one's good. Here's Grizli. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Puts up a three. Not going to go that time.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
He drops it from range.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
There's a screen. Here's the teardrop. Here's Napier. It's good.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Fires the three. Anderson pulls it down. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Grizli. And the baseline jumper, no good. Knocks down the triple.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
First personal foul, second team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point land, an absolute bomb from three-point range. 26 points for him.
Oh, my. The air is thin from out there, but I'll tell you what, he's got deep range.
A minute 20 left in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from way outside. Misfire there. Now 7 for 11. Fires away from way outside. And Booker pulls it down.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
The funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
Six to shoot. Shoots a fadeaway. Anderson pulls it down. To snap the cold streak. Doesn't go that time. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Fires from way outside. Off the mark. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road.